This call is now being recorded.
Welcome you all. I am S. Ramesh, Assistant Professor of CSE Department, Erode Sengun Engineering College. Today, we are going to see the IT company interview questions and the answers for the Python second part. Okay. See, see the question. Song equal to jingle bells, jingle all the way. Okay. New song equal to song dot upper. Okay. See, song dot upper means it is going to convert the song, the string into the uppercase and going to store this value into new song. Okay. See, then what is song? What is new song now? Song is as usual. Okay. Already is there. That is the song is convert the song into keys. Is a new. Okay. See, I am going to run the program. Here, see in the output screen, song is same, new song is converted the song into uppercase. Okay, next one, song underscore words. Song dot split function. What is the use of split function? It is going to split the string into word by word and stored in a list. Okay, see, I am going to print the song underscore word. See in the output screen, song underscore word, it is in the list. Each word is takes as an item of the list. Okay, next count equal to 0 for word in song underscore words. Okay, so you know very well what is song underscore words. See in the output screen, song underscore words is the jungle bells, jungle all the way. Okay, that is the song underscore words. Here, word. What is word? First time, what is word? Word is the first item of the list. Jingle. Jingle is the word first time. I enter into the for loop. Word is the jingle. Next, word dot starts with jingle. Small letter jingle. Whether the first item. What is the first item? The capital letter jingle is the word. Okay. See in the output screen. Word is the capital letter jingle. First time. Word is the capital letter jingle. Word dot starts with, whether the string jingle starts with capital small letter jingle, wrong, because jingle is capital letter jingle. Okay, so the if condition is failure, so it goes to the, again it goes to the for loop. Okay, see this time what is the word? This time second time the word is the bells. Next, bells starts with jingle, again wrong. Okay, next time what is the word? Jingle is the word. So jingle starts with jingle, yes, both are small letter, so condition true. So count equal to count plus 1. What is count initially? Initially count is 0. Now what is the count value? 1. Next time again goes to for loop. This time what is the word? Word is bells. Whether bells starts with jingle, again wrong, so again goes to for loop. Next, again what is the word now? Okay, jingle. Here, see in the output screen, jingle J is the capital letter jingle, capital letter J. But here starts with small letter jingle. So again condition false. So again going to for loop. This time what is the word? Word is the all. Whether all starts with jingle, again wrong. Okay, next time what is word? The. Whether there is starts with jingle, again wrong. Okay, next time what is word? Word is way. Way starts with jingle, again wrong. Okay, that's all. So we iterated all the items of the list, so we come outside the for loop. Next time print count. What is count value? Count value is 1. That is shown in the output screen. Yes, that's all. Next question, sample underscore dict. Okay, this is the dictionary. So key value pairs. Okay, each item contains a key value pairs. Here A is key, 1 is value, B is key, 2 is value. Next I am going to update. I'm going to change the B, item B to 5, B to 5, and I'm going to add the another item, C 10. I'm going to add. See here, the update function is used to change the value of the key, and it is used to create, it is going to add the new item also. Okay, add the new item. So what is the sample underscore dict now? A1, B5, C10. That is the sample underscore dict. Next, I am going to use the get function. What is the use of get function? Get function is used to return the value for the key. So get of A. What is get of A? What is A value? 1. Next, get of B. What is B value? B value is updated. What is the updated value for B? 5. Okay. Next, sample underscore dict. Okay. Get of C. What is C value? C value is 10. So I am running the program. So 1, 5, 10 is the answer. Yes, I got the output. Next, see here, import regular expression. RG means regular expression. Okay, here we are using the search function. Okay, we are going to search the cap letter N word, and we are going to search the small letter E. Okay, and then I am going to substitute the new to old. So I am going to run the program. See the output, new airline S4, S cap letter. Okay, S4. That's next program. Here I am going to use the math module. Okay, here I am going to import the math module. New list. This is the list. I am using the square bracket. It contains the 100.5, 30.465, minus 1.22, 20.15. These are the items. Next, new list dot insert function. What is the use of insert function? It is going to insert an item at a particular index. Okay, here index number is 1. At index number 1, I am going to insert minus 100.5. Minus 100.5. See, I am running the program. See in the output screen. New list. What is new list? I am going to print the new list. Here, I inserted index number 1 minus 100.5. What is index number 0? 100.5. Yes, see in the output screen, 100.5 is there. Next, index number 1 minus 100.5 is inserted. Next, remaining 30.465 minus 1.22, 20.15, that is displayed. Next, pop function. What is the use of pop function? Pop function is used to delete the particular item of the index. Okay, here it is mentioning we are passing the index number 0. So it is going to remove the index number 0 item in the list. So what is index number 0? Minus 100.15 is the index number 0. So I am going to remove this item. So see, what is the index number 0? 100.5 is the index number 0. After pop of 0 means I am going to remove the 100.5. So the remaining item is the shown in the output screen. Next is sort function. What is the use of sort function? It is going to sort the numbers in the ascending order. Okay. See here, which is the smallest number? Minus 100.5. Yes. Next smallest number minus 1.25. Okay. Next 20.15. Next 30.465. That is the answer. Okay, that is a sort. Next, I am using the math function, math module. I am calling the ceil function. Here f abs. Okay, absolute value. New underscore list of 0. What is new underscore list of 0? Minus 100.5 is the new underscore list of 0. Here, what is the answer? See, 101 is the answer. Okay, minus 100.5. We are going to convert this into FABS function. So 101 is the answer. Okay, it gives the rounded value, positive value. Next, num1 equal to 100, num2 equal to 0. Try. Result equal to num1 divided by num2. What is num1? 100 divided by 0. What will happen? See, it throws an error. Okay, so here I'm going to print the result means, see, in this line there is an error. Okay, in this line, so it throws the exception. So in try block, if is there any error means it goes to the exception. Except block will execute. Here zero division error. Yes, this is zero division error. So it is going to print the zero division error occurred. Okay, see, I'm running the program. Zero division error occurred is displayed in the output screen. Okay. Next, I am using the division function. Here at last I am calling the function division of a comma 10. I am passing two arguments, a comma 10. So here what is a? Small letter a is the a string, comma b is the 10. B is 10. So next I am enter into the function. Here try block is there, return integer of a. See, I am trying to convert the string a into integer. So what will happen? A is the string. Okay, we can't convert the string into integer, so it throws an error. What kind of error? There is a value error. Okay, the error is the value error. So in the try block there is error, so it goes to the exception block. Here first exception type error, that is wrong. Okay, what is the correct error? Value error is the correct error. So the value error block will execute. Value error shown in the output screen. Yes, see in the output screen, value error is showing in the output screen. Next, finally block. See whether the program contains error or not, that is not a matter. The finally block must execute. Okay, so the finally is also displayed in the output screen. Okay, next, print is there. Okay, the print statement also execute. So done also displayed in the output screen. Okay, that's next program. Here find underscore sum is one function. Okay, here the function is end at the 7th line. Next come to the 8th line. Okay, the program starts at 8th line. Try block is there. Find underscore sum of 12 comma 13. Okay, I am passing two argument 12 comma 13. Okay, so it going here. Find underscore sum of 12 comma 13. A is 12, B is 13. Next, I am entering into the function. Here try block print of a plus b. Print of a plus b. See here we are having only two arguments, a and b. But here we are trying to add a with c. C is not defined. Okay, C is not defined. So there is no argument called C. So what is the error? Name error is occurring. In the try block there is error, that is name error is occurring. So exception, it is going to run the name error. Okay, what is the name error? Function name error. Okay, see in the output screen, function name error is showing in the output screen. Next to finally, yes, finally block will automatically execute. Okay, some finally also displaying in the output screen. Yes. Next, I am coming here. See, here also name error is there. Okay, but our program is got name error over here only. Okay, C is we did not use the C variable over here. So here only it throws the error. Okay, here in the exception block will not work. Okay, next to finally block is there. It will compulsorily work. Okay, so invocation finally. See in the output screen, invocation finally also displayed in the output screen. Next program list is there 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Next list 1 dot insert of 7, 5. So here index number, first index number is 0. This is 1, 2, here 3, here 4. But we are going to insert the index number 7, 25. Okay, so what will happen? See, it will insert the item at the last position. Okay, so see in the output screen 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. After the 25 is added. Okay, next there is a function modify underscore list. Okay, modify underscore list is there. Next, here I underscore list. I underscore list is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That is the I underscore list. Next, print before function call. Before function call. So it will work. Okay, before function call is working. Here, I underscore list. I am passing the I underscore list. What is I underscore list? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is the I underscore list. So I am passing, I am going to print in the before function call. See what is I underscore list 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It is displaying in the output screen. Next step, modify underscore list of I list. See, modify underscore list is the function. Here I am calling the function and I am passing the argument I underscore list. That is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I am passing. So here, what is argument underscore list? Argument underscore list is the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. Next, I am entering into the function argument underscore list equal to argument underscore list plus 60, 70, 80. What is argument underscore list? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then I am going to add 60, 70, 80. So inside function, okay, what is the output? See in the output screen 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Next is 60, 70, 80 also added. Okay, that's all. Next, after function call. See, after function call, I am going to print the I list. What is I list? See, I list is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So it is displayed in the output screen. Okay. See here, this function is not returning any value. Okay. So the argument underscore list is the local variable. So it is displayed inside the function only. Outside the function, what is I list? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that is displayed in the output screen. Next, my list equal to 0 into 5. What is 0 into 5? 5 times the 0 is displaying. 5 times 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the okay, my list. This is the my list. Next, for index in range. In range of 1, 5. What is range of 1, 5? That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, last index number minus 1. So 5 minus 1, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times this for loop will execute. Okay, so what is the index value? Initially 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the index value. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the index value. First time, what is the index value? 1. First time 1 is the index value. So my list of 1. My list of 1. My list of 0 is 0. My list of 1 is 1 equal to index. What is index? 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 0 into 1. See 0 into 1. That is also 0. So what is my list of 1? My list of 1 also 0. See in the output screen. My list of 0 is 0. My list of 1 also 0. Okay. Next time again it goes to the for loop. This time what is the index value? Index is 2. So my list of 2 equal to 2 minus 1, 1. 1 into 2, 2. So 2 is stored in the my list of 2. So see in the output screen. Next time, what is index value? Index is 3. So my list of 3 equal to 3 minus 1, 2. 2 into 3, 6. 6 is stored in the output screen. Index number 4. Okay. Index number 3. Next, again it goes to for loop. This time what is index? Index is 4. So my list of 4 equal to 4 minus 1, 3. 3 into 4, 12. 12 is stored in the my list of 4. So see in the output screen. Yes. Next program. See, fhw equal to open of data.txt comma w. See here the open function is used to open the file, okay, data.txt in write mode. See here, if the file is already existing means the write mode w is used to override the content. Okay. Otherwise, the file is not existing means it is going to create the new file as the data.txt. Okay. Next time I open the file data.txt. Next, I am going to write. The write function is useful to write the content into the file. So, return something that is written in the data.txt. Okay. So, I am going to open the data.txt now. Here, file type is all type, all files. Here, data.txt. Yes, data.txt is there. I am going to open the data.txt. See, what is data.txt? Return something. See, that is displayed in the data.txt. See here, we have written something in the data.txt that is displayed. Next, tell function. What is the use of tell function? Tell function is used to tell the current position of the file pointer. Okay, here what is the file pointer? See, the pointer is blinking. Initially, the pointer is blinking at the 0th position of the file. So here 0 is the answer. 0 is the answer. See, I am going to run the program. See, no, not 0. See here, current position is 0, but we have written something in the file. So here current position is 0. Next W, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. After we have written this content, our file pointer is at the 18th position. Okay. So what is output? Tell function. What is the tell function output? 18 is the answer. Next, whether we have closed the file or not. Okay, the file, that is the fhw dot closed. Okay, dot closed is used to check whether the file is closed or not. Okay, whether we have closed the file or not. We have not yet closed the file, so it gives the answer false. See in the output screen, it gives the answer false. Next, I am going to close the function, close the file. Here fhw, that is the file name, dot close function. Okay, close function means we have closed the file. After that, after closing the file closed, yes, this time whether the file is closed, yes, it is true. See in the output screen, true is printed in the output screen. Next is set. See, what is set? So a collection of different. He does not allow the duplicate. Does allow the, see, one is 2 times came in the set. Next, 2 also 2 times displayed, 3 also displayed, 4 also 2 times. The duplicate item. Okay, the duplicate item. We are using one in is 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. It remove set 5, 6, 8, 9 is the set. So for index in range of length of set, what of the set is, this is the set. Here, what is the length of the set? Here length of the set is 9. Okay, because 6 is missing. So length is 9. So range of 9. What is the value for range of 9? Range of 9 means 0 to 8. 0 to 8 is the range, index number. First time, what is the index number? First time index number is 0. So index number, I'm going to print index 0. Next end equal to 1 space, 1 empty space. Next time, what is the index number? 1. Next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, see, I'm going to running the program. See, 0 to 8 is displayed in the screen. Okay. Next, there is a function name value function. Okay, value function is there. Here at last I am calling the function value of 10. Value of 10. So I am passing the argument 10. Now, what is the num1? Num1 is 10. Okay, what is num1? Num1 is 10. So list, initially my list 1 is empty. Okay, initially my list is empty. Next while num1, what is num1? 10. 10 not equal to 0. Yes, condition true or false? Yes, condition is true. I am entering into the while block. Here if num1, what is num1? 10 modulus 2. What is the answer? 10 modulus 2? It is 0. 0 equal to 0. Yes, condition true. Condition true means I enter into the if block. List 1 dot append. See, append function, what is the use of append function? Append function is used to add an item in the list. Okay, so I am going to append num1. What is num1? 10 is the num1. So I am going to join, I am going to add 10 in the list 1. So my list 1, what is list 1 now? 10 is stored in the list 1. Next, after the if block is over, here control comes over here. Num1 minus equal to 2. Okay, what is num1 minus equal to 2? Num1 equal to num1 minus 2. So now what is num1? Num1 is 10. 10 minus 2, 8. Okay, 8. Next, again I am going to while loop. Again I am going to while loop. This time what is the num value? 8 is the num value. 8 not equal to 0. Yes, condition true. I enter into the while block. Num1 8 modulus 2. What is the answer? 0. 0 equal to 0. Yes, condition true. I am going to append. I am going to add the num1 in the list 1. So initially my list 1 is 10. Now I am going to add the 8 also. Okay. Next, after the if block is over, here control comes over here. Num1 minus equal to 2. Num1 minus equal to 2 means my num1 is 8 now. Minus 2 means 6. Num1 is 6 now. Again I am going to the while block. 6 not equal to 0. Yes, condition true. I enter into the while block. If 6 modulus 2, the answer is 0. 0 equal to 0. Yes, condition true. I am going to list 1 dot append. I am going to append the 6 in the list 1. So here comma 6. So 10, 8, 6 also added in the list. Next, I enter. I came to the after the if block. Num1 equal to num1 minus 2. So 6 minus 2, 4. Again I am going to while loop. 4 not equal to 0. Yes, condition true. I enter into the if block. 4 modulus 2. The answer is 0. 0 equal to 0. Yes, condition true. Again I am going to the if block. List 1 dot append of num1. What is num1? 4 is added in the list 1. So 4 also added in the list 1. Next, num1 minus equal to 2. So 4 minus 2, 2. Again I am going to while block. 2 not equal to 0, condition true. If 2 modulus 2, the answer is 0. 0 equal to 0. Yes, condition true. List 1 dot append of num1. I am going to add 2 in the list 1. Next I am coming to num1 minus equal to 2. So 2 minus 2, the answer is 0. Again I am going to the while loop. 0 not equal to 0, condition false. Condition false means I came out of the while loop. See, there is one print statement is there. Print of list 1. See what is list 1? 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. That is the list 1. See in the output screen. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 is displayed in the output screen. Yes. Can you understand? Okay. Next program. Here sample is the function name. Sample is the function name. Next, the program starts execution from this line. Okay, dict in the 11th line. Dict 1 equal to, there is a dictionary, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, 5, 8. Okay, sample, I am calling the function sample and passing the argument dict 1. So I am passing 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 5, 8. Okay, see, I am passing this into the function. So what is value? Value is the 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, 5, 8. That is the value. Next, sum1 equal to 0. Initially, sum1 is 0 for I in value. Here, what is value? Value is the 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, 5, 8. That is the value. So initially, what is the I value? See, I is the key of the dictionary. Okay, here what is key? 1 is key, 2 is value, 2 is key, 4 is value, 3 is key, 6 is value, 5 is key, 8 is value. So here, what is the I? I is the key. Okay, so see in the output screen. See, what is the first time? What is the I value? I value is 1. Okay, first time the key is 1. You modulus not equal to 0. 1 modulus 2. See, 1 modulus 2 not equal to 0. Yes, condition true. So, sum equal to, see, see, okay, see here, 1 modulus 2 not equal to 0. Yes, 1 modulus 2. What is the answer for the 1 modulus 2? 1 modulus 2 is the 1. 1 not equal to 0. See, I am going to print the sum1 value. Then only we can easily understand. See, I am going to run the program. Here sum1. I am going to print the sum1. See, first time what is the sum1? Sum1 is 2. So, what is the value? Value is 2, 4. See, here 1 modulus 2. So, I am going to print the not equal to 0. Yes, condition true. 1 modulus 2 not equal to 0, condition true. So, sum1 plus equal to value of I. Here sum1 plus means sum1 equal to sum1 plus value of I. What is sum1? Sum1 is initially 0. So 0 plus value of I. See value, what is the value? Value is a dictionary. Dictionary name. Name of I. What is the name of I? I value is 1. So what is the value of 1? That is 2. Okay, so sum1 equal to 2. Okay, sum1 equal to 2. Next time, after this, again it goes to the for loop. Okay, again it goes to the for loop. See, in this for loop, what is I value? This time what is the key? Next time what is the key? 2 is the key. So 2 modulus 2 not equal to 0. Condition false. Condition false. So again go to next for loop. 3. Key is 3. 3 modulus 2 not equal to 0. Yes, condition true. So sum1 equal to sum1 plus value of I. What is the value of 3? That is 6. That is 6. So sum1 is sum1 plus 6. So sum1 is initially the sum1 is 2. 2 plus 6 8. Okay. 2 plus 6 8. Next time again go to for loop. This time 5. 5 modulus 2 not equal to 0. Yes, condition true. Sum1 equal to sum1 plus what is the value for the 5? 8. So plus 8. So what is the answer? See, sum1 is 2, 6, 14 is displayed in output screen. See, condition false means, see what will happen? Sum1 equal to sum1 minus I. See, first time, what is the I value? 1. Okay. See, first time I enter into the for loop. I value is 1. 1 modulus 2 not equal to 0 is condition true. Sum1 equal to sum1 plus value of I. What is the value of 1? That is 2. So, my sum1 is 2. Next, I am going to the for loop. This time, what is the I value? I value is 2. 2 modulus 2 not equal to 0. Condition false. Condition false means it goes to else block. Here else block, what is happening? Sum1 equal to sum1 minus I. What is the I value? That is 2. So 2 minus 2, that is 0. Okay, 2 minus 2. So now the sum1 value is 0. Next time, what is I value? I value 3. 3 modulus 2 not equal to 0. Yes, condition true. So sum1 equal to sum1 plus value of 3. What is value of 3? 6. So 6 is the sum1. Next time again go to for loop. This time what is I value? 5. 5 modulus 2 not equal to 0 is condition true. So value of 5, what is the value of 5? 8 is the value of 5. So 8 plus 6. 8 plus 6. What is the answer? 14 is the answer. Yes, that is 14 is the sum1. Here, at the end of the function, print of sum1. What is sum1? 14 is the answer. Yes, 14 is in the okay. That's all. Next, tuple equal to the parenthesis 10. See, when we are inserting a single item in the tuple, we must use the comma after the item. Otherwise, what will happen? It considered as a integer value. So here tuple equal to parenthesis 10 means it is an integer. Okay. So print of tuple 1. So I'm going to print of tuple 1. See the output. See 10 is displaying. Type of tuple 1. What is the 10? 10 is the integer, so class integer. So suppose in the program here comma is given means what will happen? It becomes a tuple. Okay, so here 10 comma. Next class is tuple. This can you understand? Next dict equal to next sample underscore dict equal to A apple, B ball. Here I am going to update. I am going to change the value for B to buy. Okay, now ball is changed to buy, and the update function is also used to add the item. Okay, add the key value pair. So C cat. So C cat is also included. Okay, so sample underscore dict of A. What is the value of A? Apple is the value of A. See the output screen. Next, what is the value of B? B is boy. Boy also displayed. Next, what is the value of C? C is the cat. So cat also displayed in the output screen. Next program, there is a function underscore sum function. Okay. Here, after the end of the function, okay, there is a try block is there. Find underscore sum. I am calling the function with passing two argument 12 comma 13. So the control comes over here 12 comma 13. So A value is 12, B value is 13. Next I enter into the function try block, print A plus C. Print A plus C. Here C is not yet defined. C is not defined. So what is the error? See, that is the name error, but here the exception value error is there. So it is wrong. Okay, value error is there, it is wrong. So which error will execute? Here comes over here, the control comes over here, name error is executing. So invocation name error that is displayed in the output screen. Okay, this is the invocation name error. Next one, finally block will execute. Which finally block will execute? Invocation finally will execute. So that is also displayed in the output screen. Invocation finally. Okay, see here this exception and this finally block won't be executed. Okay, here the name error is there, so this exception will execute and its corresponding finally block is executed. Okay, yes, students can understand. Okay, that's all. Okay, thank you all.